Hello, and welcome to Formula One 2022. And this week we are off to Monza, Italy, and we're going to jump straight in with the qualifying. So we are now almost halfway through the season, and we're doing quite well so far. I have been turning up the computer AI slowly as we progress. I think it is still slightly too low, but we will keep increasing it until it becomes quite a challenge. So as usual, we're going to let everybody else go out before us so that we can have a nice clear track for when we start our first flying lap. It looks like that is Oscar Piastri just up ahead of us, I believe. He needs to get out of the way. Oh no, it's Yuki Tsunoda. And he is actually getting out of the way, so we'll just use him for a bit extra speed into the Parabolica. Once we exit, we can begin our flying lap. So we do have at least one car further up the track from us. Not sure who it is, but they're very far ahead. They shouldn't be a problem. So hard onto the brakes into the first chicane. Very tricky to get that just right. It's easier to go through there a little bit slower than you would like to. So as we go around the curve, we're coming up to our second chicane of the day, and hard again on the brakes. Take as much curve on both insides there, and away we go. Quick squirt on the brakes and around this sweeping right-hander. Use all of the curve on the exit, and then all of the curve on the inside for the right next corner. We're just going to open up our rear wing, and it looks like there is a spot of rain in the air, so hopefully we can get our time in before the track gets too wet and we slow down way too much. We are currently sitting in 22nd and last place. Let's hope we can get through to the second part of qualifying, where we will move up into the top 15. So as we come out of the Parabolica, take the shortest line possible, and we set a time of 1,
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
over. So a 1:24.0. So let's get back to the pits, and that will get us provisional pole for the time being. And we are now in the top 15. As long as no one sets a faster time than us, we are 1.5 seconds clear of our nearest rival, in this instance, George Russell. So with the timer running down, it looks like we are secure and through to the next part of the qualifying session. It looks like we will be joined at present, if things do not change, by a fellow Brit, George Russell, with Charles Leclerc in the third spot. So let's move on with qualifying 2, and the track is now very wet. So we will be going out on the intermediate tyre, which is the transitional tyre between slicks and full wet weather. So again, we're just going to let everyone go out before us, and as we quickly stop the timer there, some people have gone out on slicks, so the track may just be dry enough to risk going out on slick tyres. Let's hope it's dry enough and we can keep it on the Blackstone. It's still a little bit slippery. So we're going to throw it down the back straight. There is a Red Bull up ahead of us somewhere. Hopefully they will pull into the pits and out of our way. So as we come out of the Parabolica, I'm assuming there will be no DRS this time round. There is, so the track may very well be dry enough. Let's get on with our flying lap. So hard on brakes into the right-left chicane, nice and slow, nice and steady. Just going to pile on the acceleration all the way around until we get to the next chicane, and it is still slightly damped and drifting a little wide on those corners. Slightly missed one of my apexes, nearly lost the rear. That will cost us a little bit of time, not too much. Again, it's feeling very loose at the back through some of these corners. And yep, I've had to take off the steering there and run right into the gravel. That's going to cost us a little bit of time. Hopefully not too much, as we enter now into the final chicane and off down to the Parabolica. That was a little bit hair-raising, but we made it through with just enough grip. And I don't know if the track's getting wetter or drier. It definitely feels like it's getting wetter, having to be a lot more cautious on the accelerator. I think we had another little tank slapper right there. But we crossed the line and we get a 126.1, which at the moment gets us pole position, so we'll be through to the top 10 at the least. So once we get back into the garage, go over to the timing screens and we'll speed up the last few minutes of the session. And we are only just under a second clear of George Russell at the moment, so hopefully no one else can set a faster time, which everybody did, and it has dropped us out of the top 10, which means we are out of qualifying and we are only going to be starting from the midfield. So that's going to make for an interesting race. Join us in a few hours for said race and find out if we can claw our way back to the top. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.